the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Tampa. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. The throw on the run is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
To the left side, to Godwin. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now, our run with the rookie out of Oregon. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They keep it on the ground with James. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Purdy to throw. A Short one there. Caught by Kittle.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Third down. Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted.
Purdy's pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw. Now, screen set up for Irving. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll run it. It's Irving. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with the points.
And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. On play action, here's Purdy. That's the versatile Jordan James. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. On
2nd down, Purdy. Backs That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Try and run here with James. First down and more. Past the 35. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this first quarter. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Running here is James. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Play action now. Purdy. He'll get that one to James. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Niners will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Get this complete right side to Ottman. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
This one on target to Godwin. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. It's Riley Dixon coming on now, as he is on to punt for Tampa Bay. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. The man, that is Jordan Watkins. And they'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Third and short. Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The 49ers out for the punt.
For San Francisco. The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Give. This is Irving. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. The second down throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Mayfield. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, the goal for Sean, like the back out of Arizona State. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will get into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. McLaughlin's good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers move out to a 7-3 lead.
49ers 3. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First and 10 for Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Second and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
On third down, it's Purdy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. He'll air this one out for Watkins. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. first and 10. Here's Baker. Over the middle, that's Godwin.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. The return is Ricky Pearsall. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with James. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Purdy now on second down. Open man downfield is Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners first down. Now they'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. A run with James. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, 49ers.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Purdy going to give this to Garindo. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all, and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Third down. Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers are back within one. It's 7-6. Rudy comes back on the field after making a field goal. He's set to kick off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now, an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
On play action, Mayfield. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. A short game. Down to the 7. Here now, second down and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Tampa. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bucs will take a 14-6 lead.
49ers 6.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, it is James to start the drive. The defense stringing them out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. A A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners first down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Right back to Pearsall again. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays. And
look at him go! Down to the 10. And he will score. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Back to the air again is Purdy. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's Irvin. He's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Irving now gets it to start the fourth. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
180, what's up?
They'll run with Irving. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
King, 180, what's up?
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
180,
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Left side to Godwin. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice. All year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Purdy. This one complete to Watkins.
Purdy's pass complete to Jordan Watkins. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll get that one to James. It's complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. It on the deck, it's a fumble. And it will be another turnover. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the gun, here is a run with James. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
First down.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Throwing again is Purdy. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 44-yard attempt.
And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And they are unable to push themselves out in front.
And that's really where you see the highs and lows of this game, Mike. I mean, on one sideline, celebration, hands in the air. The other, disappointment. That's a tough one to stomach. I mean, you've got a chance here to take the lead late, and you can't convert.
Now, screen set up for Irving. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Second down, they need 3. They'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. Third down coming up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by him, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Baker going to tap this one forward.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. This is 1st and 10. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Here's first down. Purdy. That's caught by Watkins. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. The loss of a yard brings up second down at the Buccaneers' 48-yard line.
On second down, Purdy. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.